December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy.
That's Sunday when I heard President Roosevelt's famous Day of Infamy talk, and I knew then what I wanted to do, just like that. I graduated from St. Luke's Hospital in 42, went into the service February 1st of 43.
My parents were Jewish. My single name was Goldberg. When the war broke out, I decided that I just had to go there, go over to Europe, because that was what I was trained for. I just couldn't sit and be idle while all this stuff went on. So when our training was over, we got on a boat and we started to cross the Atlantic. And you know, at that time, Hitler was taking over all of Europe, and there were U-boats all over the place. So we were in convoy.
It took us 17 days to cross the Atlantic. We landed on Utah Beach the 22nd of June.
We went over 19 days after D-Day, after our troops landed in France. That's where we started picking up patients. That's where we saw so many of our landing craft go in to try to get them ashore, and they were killed. It was terrible.
On our first day, we admitted 525 patients into a 400-bed hospital. The casualties were on litters laying all over the place, on the ground, you know. It was unbelievable what we managed.
So that's when we started flying back and forth from the station hospital, taking patients back to the station hospitals.
Finally, General Patton broke through the defenses around Avranches and broke through the German lines. After that, there was no stopping the man. He just kept on going.
When the war was over in Europe, I went to Marseille. I was waiting to go over to the Pacific when the atomic bomb was dropped in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And so that's when we came home.
And so I'd like to tell you the things that I will never forget. The total destruction of whole towns, nothing left but a pile of rubble. The stench of rotting flesh, human and otherwise. Then there's the wounded. They lay all about on the ground, waiting for their turn in surgery. Giving a plasma transfusion for the first time by flashlight, and having to kneel to steady your shaking legs. You do anything to keep the wounded from knowing you are scared too. You do your very best, but you feel it isn't good enough.
These young men were so amazing. And so many of them came home with such tremendous wounds. It was just heartbreaking to see what had happened.
The 34th Evacuation Hospital was a diversified group of people that got together. We learned to love and respect each other. I think we did do something towards the war effort. We don't want any honors for doing it, but we took care of 21,000 heroes in that length of time.